made that video, that, like, I get kind of, at least on the topic of, like, art style theft or whatever, that I get kind of a unanimous response in that regard, but apparently not.
What happened? You get a lot of hate?
No, not really a lot of hate. But there were people who were...
Oh, it says gaming still. Whoops, I need to change that. I'm not gaming right now. Oh, okay, people are there. Hi, people. Hey.
Welcome.
I'm dying.
You gotta manage your shit.
I'm dying. Everyone say hi.
Hello.
Introduce yourselves.
I'm Zodiac.
I'm Sam, GlucoseGuardian.
I am Captain Comic.
No one knows who you are, Chris.
Anna, you didn't introduce yourself.
Oh, my name's Anna. Here I am.
And her fiance in the background.
What have I just walked into?
Nothing.
I started streaming.
Oh.
Because I'm dying inside.
Me.
Okay.
Wait, you up inside? Can't
Pretty
wake up
much.
Why is... Come on, why won't you register? Install, you piece of shit!
So, I guess there is one funny thing. Oh, wait, no, Zodiac, you were talking about your video. What were the comments like?
It's mostly typical stuff or whatever. You'd have to look, but it's not really a lot of hate. Just...
Your video. Ah! Sorry, I was trying to get the chat up.
That just, I don't know, surprising difference of opinion that I didn't expect.
Like, in a good way or in a bad way?
I mean, depends.
It's YouTube
It
comments?
depends on how you see opinion. I mean, I like different opinions, so long as they hurt people.
Well, that's good. I still need to do... That's what I'm probably going to do tomorrow for my video for Wednesday. I don't know why. Your video inspired me to finally be like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to redesign my original Mary Sue character. My old fucking Naruto OC.
I don't know if you even saw it, Mitchie. I actually posted in the chat the redesign for the characters from my video.
I don't think I did. I honestly, I woke up, like, what time is it? 7? I woke up, like, 2 hours ago.
I thought I slept in today.
I'm sick! No, that's not how clothes work. Damn
I
it.
redesigned my Mary Sue and her sister.
Keep that low, don't worry.
Oh yeah, isn't so no game Ted Himasuda? No, I'm not gaming. I don't game on my channel no more. I has a new one for that.
Well, why not? What happened? Did you get like curb stomped?
What?
No, she just made a different account.
Because I had a lot of people messaging me privately like, there's a lot of art videos on this gaming channel, and I'm just like, oh boy. Okay, it's time.
Make a different channel for your game.
Yeah. We were gonna do it anyway, but that was just kind of like, I got like 10 different emails from it, and I'm like, okay. When it hits 10 random people, I think that's when it's a problem.
Probably.
Let's see. You're still sick? I am still sick. That's why I've decided, instead of working on commissions, because I'm sick, I'm gonna do warm-ups of my characters, because I haven't, like, drawn in the past, like, 3 days, because I've been sick.
Oh my god, how old is this software?
It's a bamboo!
Oh, Jesus Chrysler.
Well, I mean, shit, Anna.
So, why are they called Mary Sue? I don't know who started it as Mary Sue. Like, I don't know who started...
Okay.
There was a character by the name of Mary Sue. And she was so perfect and so inconsistent that people found her so unrepentantly obnoxious. And that is where the trope name came from.
It came from a Star Trek fanfiction.
Where she came from.
Wait, it came from a what, Zodiac?
It came from a Star Trek fanfiction, if I remember correctly.
Oh, God.
Actually, no, fanfiction was based off of the trope Mary Sue, but it wasn't actually based from her. What did it look up now?
It's been so long since I've drawn men. Yeah, Anna has a temp tablet until her new one comes because her old one finally died.
I know, but it's been at 30% this whole time.
What has the download?
The freaking software, and I'm like, what the f***?
Hello? I thought I heard someone coming in. Anyway, what you guys want to talk about?
Oh shit, I was completely wrong. I was thinking of a different fan thing. Wow. But
My brain's like fried.
it was from a Trekkie fan comic back in 1973.
1973 is the first reported case of a married... Hot damn.
Lieutenant Mary Sue. The strongest...
Lieutenant Mary Sue.
Oh my god.
Is it done?
It might be slower because you're in a voice call.
That could be true.
Why would it be, though? It's not like it's getting anything from the internet, is it?
Yes?
Yes.
Yes? How do you think?
What the heck?
What do you think we're talking on?
Oh, no.
Yeah, to open. Oh my god.
Draw to open? Draw stick figure.
Oh, do you...
If it wasn't on the internet, it would be so... it would be
I
weird.
do not need a tutorial.
How does one use tablet?
I'm good. I know how to use a tablet. Let's
But then you don't know how to use the mythical wonder that is the black of a tablet.
I really loved Anna. Have you seen Zodiac's video though about Mary? Was it Mary? No, it was. What is that? Someone has a refurb that's really bad. Anna, do you not have headphones in?
I don't. No, I think it's me.
It's not me.
Your space is so tiny.
Hello.
I hear it on someone else's.
We don't hear it on prayer. Could it be us?
Yeah, because someone gets booty tickled over echoes.
It's hard to understand you guys because it's like you're talking, but the refurb from the stream is also talking.
Maybe
Why not mute it?
It's not me. It's Arofex.
Yeah,
I told you, Anna.
it's Arrow.
I can see it because
Oh my god, whiners.
It's up on Discord.
the conversation.
Well, too bad because somebody's a whiner. You can't be part of the conversation anymore, Chris.
well, no, I couldn't even understand.
I'm angry at you.
Yeah, I can't understand what you guys are saying because of the refurb.
The reverb. Reverb.
Yeah, it's reverb.
Okay, well, you know what? I don't care.
But anyway,
Great stream. A
what were we
plus.
talking about?
What were we talking about? I don't fucking remember.
You mentioned something about something I did. I don't know.
It was Mary Sue video from Zodiac.
Oh, right. That was it. Yeah. I thought your Mary Sue video and I thought your style video was on point.
Thank you.
Because more people need to and I love the fact that you brought up the fucking industry, because, like, I have friends who work in the fucking industry, and they're like, yeah, they don't care if you're unique. Can you draw Adventure Time? Good, that's all they care about. Can you draw SpongeBob? Good, that's all they care about.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Unless you're like a oh, yeah?
I know it from just, briefly taking animation for 2 years. I just know that, like, because I haven't worked on any group projects, but from what one of the first exercises I did in my first class, one of the exercises was like, okay, here's what you're doing. Now you make this character look as accurate as the tutorial as you can.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't about how good you could draw in your own style. It was about replicating something to a T.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd do great in that.
Because, yeah, unless you're, like, doing character design, if you're, like, a normal animator, they want you to draw the style. Because I'm not saying, hi, hello, people, hello.
Zodiac, I could do that pretty well. Did you see that one picture on my DeviantArt?
Which one?
The Billy Idol one.
I have a terrible memory. That's late. I'm gonna go look.
Well, here's the thing. Everyone has Mary.
A+ on that.
Here's the thing. Everyone has fucking Mary Sue's. Everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone. It's just growing out of it.
Yeah, and okay, this is actually kind of fascinating. When I made that video, there were a lot of comments mentioning how a lot of popular characters are actually considered Mary Sue's.
They really are.
Yeah. Kind of opens your eyes a little bit that maybe it's not that big of a deal.
Well, see, here's the problem. The difference.
I made that apparent like a long time ago.
What?
In a video.
That Mary Sue's like the most. Look at One Punch Man.
But you can't really do that because it's satire anyway.
Yeah, so it's.
Also, here's the thing. One Punch Man might be a perfect character, quote unquote, but he's also the story is interesting.
Yeah, and he's flawed.
Yeah.
People aren't fucking okay. So I have a perfect example of this. So I recorded a book rambles with my buddy Val, and that's gonna be up way later because we're both sick and dying. But the audio's done. But pretty much, I read this book recently. Oh, for the love of Christ! You want to know what the freaking synopsis was about?
Sure.
So the chick's name is Verity. I think is how you say it. Like truth. And apparently she is the 5th horseman.
Oh.
And the only female.
Oh. It's one of those.
Oh, it gets better. So, cause it was such trash when I was reading it. And I actually gave it a decent score because I'm like, you know what? It's a fucking $1. So
Yeah.
I don't regret spending $1 reading it because it was just funny. And then, like, towards the end, cause it's only like 100 and something pages. I was like, there's no ending. And then I was like, oh, here's book 2. And I'm like, I fucking hate myself. So I clicked and I bought book 2. And I read book 2. Every one of the 4 horsemen wants to fuck her. First of all, gotta get that out of there.
Fun time.
And so I'm just, yeah, she's the 4th horseman. She's the horseman of truth. Because, you know, when you think of war, pestilence, and plague, and famine, or no, it's war, death,
It's war, death,
pestilence,
famine.
and famine.
War, pestilence,
How's it
death,
working?
and famine.
Yeah, so, you know, but of course, there's a 5th one, and it's truth. Because, you know, truth is so bad.
Maybe sometimes it can be bad.
Oh my god, but it's so funny, because it's like, the lady literally put in the description, like, at the very bottom.
It's like got a roll bad.
What she put in the description, like, oh, some words may see. Hello,
That old, huh?
I hear you.
Fuck.
who's talking?
Might as well just
It's Chris talking.
might as well just uninstall it and say
God
fuck
dang
it.
it.
Okay.
The 4 horsemen are supposed to be based on things that could end the world.
Oh no! You don't understand. You don't understand. They have to save the Hell Gates. They have to save the world from hell coming over.
Hellgate.
You know.
Oh, fuck.
And
Hellgate.
This chick takes getting fondled pretty well. Cause she's like, it's okay, cause they're all hot, and I'm just like, you don't know any of them. You met them like 3 days ago.
Oh no!
It's okay. I'll just fuck them. It's fine. That's how you get to know people.
No, there's literally a scene. There's a scene in one of them, and I think it's in the second one, where freaking War, cause fuck his real name. The author had something going there, like with Death, was like, oh, his name's Heath, and I'm like, oh, okay, so let's see, maybe they're like, I gave this author way too much credit when I first read that. I'm like, oh, maybe they're all like anagrams for their things. No, so there's Josh, there's Xander, because there's gotta be a Xander.
There's gotta be a Xander.
There's Xander, there's Ewan, who's the only character I fucking liked, and then there's Heath.
The Heath last.
Heath is Death, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, I guess, so, anyway, oh, but their powers, because they have powers, because, you know, that's how it fucking works, they're not just bad, they can do good things with their powers. So, okay, first of all, I died laughing, fucking the bitch hits Death with her car. That's literally how it starts out, and he just hops up and he dents her fucking car, and he's like, so you want to get a drink? And she's like, yo. Okay, and here's what I think funny. So in the character's character, in her character, it says she's a conspiracy theorist, and I'm automatically like, if I hit some fucker with my car, and he was fine, and my car's dented, and I'm a conspiracy theorist, I'm like, you are a Slovene, or some fucking alien, or a CIA super soldier, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Not, let's all go to the pub across the street.
I want.
So, but, okay, like, here's the worst part was, here's the worst part. I didn't know it was, like, a sexy book until the second book.
Oh god.
That's why I was confused when it happened, because she's got a thing for Heath, and I'm like, oh, okay, so she's got a thing for one of them, and she thinks the rest are hot, but she, like, only ever makes out with Death, and that's at the end of the book, and I'm like, okay, whatever, there are a couple, but then you skip to the next book, and fucking, apparently now they switch all the points of view, too, so you get each dude.
Oh, POV changes.
So
that's always a good sign.
So it goes to Xander, and he's fucking like, oh, I can't let anyone know. I want to just take this chick and bend her over on this table right now. And I'm just sitting here like, this goes against your entire character, because he was very stoic and an asshole when he shows up. And I'm like, so you're just...
There's always gotta be that one guy.
So I'm like, so what? The reason why you're a stoic asshole is you're just really horny? Go get a hoe. Apparently, because they...
This one.
But he wants this one, but you don't understand. They can't touch her. Because if they touch her, then apparently they all want to bang her.
Oh, I get it. I understand.
So there's this scene in the second one where they're in this fucking nightclub, because of course. And fucking the Xander dude just decides to pin her to a wall in the nightclub with people around. And they're just having this conversation, like, he's like, I'm not gonna be like the other guys. I'm not gonna be all over you. And she's like, well, what are you doing now? And I'm just sitting here like, I'm trying not to laugh, because I'm reading this in bed next to Cody, and I'm just like, I can't not laugh. It's beautiful. So, then anyway, so it goes from that to him being like, I'm not gonna let you take me, or whatever. She's like, okay, fine, let me go. So he lets her go. And then what does he automatically do? He goes to some other bitch who's at the nightclub and starts, like, humping her. Not literally, but it's, like, describing it, and she's like,
The dance humping.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, I'm not jealous. And then Ewin shows up. Or Awin, whatever his name is. And then he's just like, oh yeah, I like her too. But I'm... Oh, what was he? He was Plague. Or Pestilence. He was whatever. And so he's like, oh, it won't work, whatever. So they're just kind of friends. But then all of a sudden, a succubus shows up.
Oh, of course.
Because, you know, that's what this needed. And so the succubus touches her, and I'm like, you know, you're supposed to be this, like, all-powerful being, but you can't tell when a fucking demon touches you. So anyway, skip to later at the nightclub, because this nightclub scene lasts like 8 chapters. And,
Chapters. How long is this book?
It was short. Like, a chapter was like maybe 5 pages. Maybe. I'm like, because they had to switch the points of view for each fucking chapter. So, it goes back to her, and it's like suddenly... Ewin's there, even though he was already there, and he's like, oh, okay, we're just gonna make out on the dance floor. And she's like, all into it, and he's like, let's go in the back. And she's like, okay. And I'm just sitting here like, he's a demon, he's a demon, he's a demon.
Give a shit.
He's a demon, he's a demon. So, skip to Ewin's point of view, because suddenly we gotta hop again. And he's like, oh, where's Variety, or Verity, whatever the fuck her name is. And Xander's like, you know, oh, I don't know, I got this chick. And he's like, look, there's succubi down there. And he's like, dude, no! So...
No.
It was so fucking funny.
Dude, no.
Yeah, dude, no!
I don't know if you want to or not, but I sent something in the chat.
What did you draw? Okay, well, at least I have something to use in the meantime, because I think I left because Chris was talking. Oh, okay. It's
You
okay.
like my masterpiece?
Oh god, oh god,
Hi.
So and then it skips to the end of it anyway, because I'll just skip the rest of it. It gets to the end, and, like, everything's better. They beat the succubi. Apparently she's God. Because she finds out that she's apparently, she is all the horsemen. So she has their powers.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you find this out at the end, because apparently, does she kill somebody? I don't remember if she kills somebody or not, but I think at one point she kills somebody, and is like, oh my god, I used all of their powers, and I'm like, how do you use war to kill somebody?
How do you...
I'm just honestly sitting here asking this.
War can kind of be like rage. You could put them into a rage mode and just have them kill someone else.
And so, anyway, it had skipped, and then it goes to, like, her and Ewan again. And
God damn it.
and he's like, it's at the end, and there's like this scene where it's like, he's like, well, you didn't use my power, and I think it's because we haven't been able to bond because of what the succubi did to you, and I've been keeping my distance, and he's being all moody, and I'm like, Ewan, you're the one character I liked. You had a consistent personality, you had a motive.
What was Ewan again?
He was fucking pestilence, plague, whatever. Again, I'm like, and it was interesting. He was interesting because he was like a hacker, so he would give like a bunch of companies viruses and shit. And I'm like, see, that's creative. And like and it was like he was the perfect character. And then you got to turn him into the gentle giant for no fucking reason. Because she kept talking about how he's like, oh, I bet he'll overpower me and all this stuff. And then it's like, but then it's like when it's like, I can't touch you and all this crap. So anyway, they somehow end up making out on the kitchen table. I forgot how it happened, but they just somehow just like, he's like, no, we can't do this. And she's like, but it's what I want. And so I'm like, are you at least going to bang him? You going to bang him? Is this going to happen? And so then it skips to like later on after it describes her going down on his pants. Because that was in such vivid detail. And then the chapter ends, and so I'm like, so they're gonna bang, right?
Nope.
No, because it skips to the next day, and she's naked in his bed, and so I'm like, okay, so they banged, and he's like, I'm so glad I had self-control, and I'm like, wait, what? You guys just pretty much, like, attacked each other on this table, and she clearly did stuff to you. And I'm just sitting here like, and again, this is nowhere in the book's description. So, like, when this happened, I was so surprised. I was like, what's happening here?
I can't,
And what's worse is now I'm like, I need to read the next one, because I need to figure out who she bangs first. Because I can't, I just can't. I'm like, you know what, it's a fucking dollar. You know what? But yeah, there's that story. Oh, but what else is funny? I was gonna say this, is the author said it's a USA best-selling author. So I looked it up, and she's nowhere on USA Today.
Hey?
And then it's like in the bottom of her description it says, some words might seem misspelled, but it's because I write this in British English. And I'm like, I've read British books. That's not how that works.
I want
Zodiac's dying.
Dead.
Oh.
I'm just like, good story, 10 out of 10.
Right. Totally. Honestly, for $1, it was worth it for the laugh.
Honestly, I no longer feel subconscious about my own stories.
Right. Whenever I read these kind of things, I'm like, you know what? I think mine's bad. And then I look at all the positive reviews on these things, and I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I think I could write trash and make money at this point. I don't know who to draw next.
Draw a person.
Thanks.
You should draw war from that book.
I don't want to draw from that book. It was worth $1, but you know what? It wasn't worth fan art.
But that you would make that writer so happy.
What bothers me the most is the premise was interesting, but I'm like, first of all, why'd they have to be the 4 horsemen? Just make them fucking demons. Just make them demons.
I wonder if this story actually has fan art.
Here, I'll try to, let me try to find it real quick.
I'll look it up, because I'm not doing anything.
Okay, it's called, like, oh wait, no, I know it's in my download history, hold on. Because I know it's not 5 horsemen. It's not something like that. Where is it? Where's my fucking...
Horseman would be the worst name.
Honestly, if you're gonna make a 5th horseman of the apocalypse, don't make it Truth.
Right? That's what I'm saying. And I'm like, oh, but here's what it was. I didn't know she was a horseman. I was like, okay, maybe she is like the embodiment of truth. That would be interesting. But no, she's a horseman apparently.
And why would touching her invoke sexual desire for her?
Wouldn't you think the succubus that would happen?
Well, they described that. Like, okay, when the succubus touches her... Okay, I fucking found it.
What is it called?
Oh, I was wrong. It's called Four Horsemen Legacy. There you go. Have fun.
Oh my god.
No, this one. Window capture? Or display capture? That one. Okay. Oh, I don't have my banner up. Where's my banner? Because I fixed it. Now it moves. Or it should. But, I'm trying to think of who to do.
Look at that picture.
Okay, first of all, that's not even how she's described in the book. Like, at all. At all.
Oh, for Kindle Unlimited, you get it for $0.
That's how my friend got it for her. She's like, it was free for me. And I'm like, oh, well, you know what? For $1 or free, it's totally worth it. Which of your OC should I draw? I don't know. Whoever you want. I'm trying to think of who I need to redraw, because I need to draw everybody. But I kind of like...
Look at this first sentence in the description. What's worse than being pursued by the 4 horsemen? Discovering you're the 5th.
Told you! Okay, and the description wasn't that bad when I first got it, because we got it like a month ago, and then it changed the description. Read the very bottom of the description.
Jesus. Please be aware that this book is written in British English. This means some spelling and grammar may appear incorrect to some readers. The
Told
book
you!
has been professionally edited. I think your editor just didn't do a good job. I'm not an expert on writing or anything, but if you have to say, hey, this might look shitty, then you didn't do a good job.
Right. Oh, here's a character I can finish. I started her, and I can redesign her.
All the books.
They're not out yet. She only has 2.
This says you can get all of them.
They're not out yet. It's probably a pre-order thing.
The third one is out, it looks like.
I thought it was coming out on the 30th. Oh, no, don't tell me that. I have something to read tonight.
It says read for free.
No! Is it out? I'm gonna
The 4th one is pre-order, but the 3rd one looks like it's out.
Oh no, Lord save me. No! It's out!
Oh my god.
Oh, well, I know what I'm doing tonight.
It's still on pre-order though. Apparently it's coming out on December 13th.
I mean, hey, I'll give the author this. She's probably not making a lot of money with the story, and she's still
It came out
writing it.
today.
Oh, for the love of Christ.
It came out today.
Xander's reaction to these questions drives a bigger wedge between the Fae and the Horsemen. I forgot the Fae were fucking in this. I totally forgot about that. Okay, that was actually a good thing that was in the first book, was they, like, meet up with this soccer mom at one point, and she's like, who's this? Like, oh, it's the Queen of the Fae, because their worlds ended. And I'm like, see? Interesting thing! I like that the Queen of the Fae is a fucking soccer mom! That could be really interesting!
She's just like, I am the best mom.
Pretty much, like, her daughter pops up, too, at one point, and they're like, yeah, she doesn't even know she's a princess yet, because, you know, her world's, like, destroyed. And I'm like, see? That's interesting! That could go somewhere! Does it go anywhere? No.
Okay, so the 3rd book just came out today. Let's look at these ratings.
I bought it. I bought
it.
I'm reading it tonight.
There's 23 reviews already. The first one is one word, amazing. The series is just getting better and better.
They're not that long.
Between the characters that you fall in love with and the storyline. It's the whole package.
Oh my god.
Contains sex and strong. She does bone someone. Okay, so at least I have something to look forward to. She finally bones one of the guys. You know, I shouldn't be excited about that. That shouldn't be a like, oh, well, here's something that's interesting.
It shouldn't be the highlight of it.
It's in bold text!
There's only 5-star and 4-star reviews.
That happens all the time. No, when Anna and I, when we did that one really bad book that I read, the really, really, really bad one, that at least it knew what it was.
Yeah.
You know, that one had like 400 and something all positive reviews, and we're just sitting here like, oh.
There are 23 reviews, and only like a few of them.
Mitchie.
I love this series,
Yeah?
it just gets better.
Someone commented, Miss Wissy said, watch it be crappy sex too.
It probably
Oh, yeah, that
would!
would be badly described.
Oh my god, I'm half tempted to read this on stream, but I know I can't.
I
Oh
mean,
my god,
you
we're going
could,
back to
you
the
just
bad porn
wouldn't get
religion.
any money for it.
I don't want to. Like, it's gonna be long, but I'm half tempted to. Because this is supposed to be a doodle stream, but now I can't think of doodles. I want to fucking read this and see how much worse it gets.
I'm up for going in on the 3rd book.
Oh, well, I just bought it. I already bought it. I was like, fuck it, it's $2. She's raising her price!
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, the first one was like $1.
Also, I'm looking at this old reference I drew, and I don't know what the fuck I thought was going on here, because, like, I really don't know what I was thinking.
Squatting?
I don't know. I honestly, because I don't remember drawing this.
It's squatting.
This was years ago. I know for a fact this is anywhere between 14 and 15. Like 2014 or 15.
Well, because, like, I thought when I glanced at it that she was sitting, like, illusion of sitting.
That's what I think that's what I was going for, but I honestly, I don't even fucking remember.
But then I looked at her, like, dress frill thing or whatever, like, but that's just going straight down, so she's not sitting.
I honestly, I don't fucking know what I was thinking. Like, and she's supposed to have big boobs, but the gap's here, and her arms are here, so I'm like, what, where? How did I think that looked good?
Well, I feel like
Oh,
that's a mistake I've seen before, where it's like, people will try to do that, like, kind of, like, push-up boob thing with the arms crossed.
well, okay, see, I've done that because, honestly, as much as it sucks, I always had big boobs, so since I had boobies, that's the only way I can cross my arms, is I have them either under my chest or above that.
I see that problem a lot, where they'll make the shoulders in too far, so then it'll look like their arms are just coming out of, like, under their boob.
Right? Now, if she, like, had nubbins and didn't have arms, I think it'd be okay, but I know she has fucking arms.
Yeah, plus it looks like her hands just kind of died.
Right? They're just gone. Her boobs ate her hands. Her boobs ate her hands.
I mean, that's what happens when you have big boobs.
Thunderous rain. Lit. Because of Zodiac.
Lit.
Do it.
This is like a bio picture, so I don't want it to be like too thing, but I'm like, how should I?
How do I do?
I'm trying to think of pose.
Just make it lit.
Just make it lit. I still think Pothead Chan needs to be a thing.
That's my best. That's my favorite. I just love, like, it's my best art advice. Just make it lit.
Make it lit. You know what? Screw it. I'm doing the pigeon toe thing, because that's kind of like this character.
Pigeon toe is good. Good way to draw your characters.
I always draw my characters. Nowadays, I don't know why, when I just draw characters in, like, an idle pose, there's always one arm up. I don't know why.
Right? Oh, I've done that too, and I'm like, I don't know why I do this. I just do. Read the book. Everyone wants me to read this damn book.
No,
I'm
do it
fine
later.
with it.
I kind of have tempted. I want to.
We'll do it.
I won't be able to draw and read.
Yeah, that would be impossible.
Like, there's no way I'd be able to do it at the same time.
Plus,
Oh my-
I don't want to laugh too much because it's late.
That too. And I feel like you'd laugh too much.
Yeah, and plus, I probably wouldn't be able to stay for the whole reading.
Yeah, that's true. Because even if it's 100 pages, that's at least an hour. Like, I read fast, but that's gonna at least an hour.
But to read it out loud is different.
Yeah. I'm slower when I read out loud when I read in my head. I just always kind of been that way.
How many pages are you?
Does it not say?
No.
Oh, joy.
It doesn't say so for the third one, but it said so for the first and second one.
Doodle my character as a cafe or a barista. That's actually really cute. I kind of want to do that, but...
What?
I can get it for free and look at how many pages there are.
Do you want to... Oh, do you have Kindle Unlimited?
I do not, but I can start a 30-day free trial.
Well, you know what? Why don't we do this? Do you want to read it?
I'm not great at reading it either.
Plus, I won't be here the whole time.
That'll...
see how many pages this is, and I also kind of want to read it.
We're gonna make, like, live streams dedicated to just reading things out loud.
That would be fun. That would be great.
We need to do that. Just whenever one of us finds something hilariously terrible.
I'll probably cancel this by the time it's...
By the time you finish?
No, I'll cancel the thing.
Oh, like you're just gonna get the book to cancel it.
I'm just gonna get the few books, and then I'll cancel the stupid...
Read Gregor the Overlander. I've never even heard of that one. The fuck is that one? You guys ever heard of Gregor the Overlander? I don't know how to fucking feet right now.
I don't know what to do. I feel like I should draw, but I don't know what to draw. I could also write, because I need to do that, but I don't feel like writing.
Do you have homework? It's Monday.
No.
Oh, I like how the last page is just a Twitter link.
I can't laugh. I can't laugh. My sinuses hurt. Ow.
It's literally just this. It's just L.J. Swallow is a U.S. Today best-selling paranormal romance and urban fantasy author, and then it's like follow for more information.
Is it by Suzanne Collins? It's not, but I know who Suzanne Collins is. It's not by Suzanne Collins. Suzanne Collins is also... She's... Okay, I actually like her books because her books are so bad it's funny. Because, like, whenever they come... Okay, if I'm thinking it's the right one. She has nicknames. Every single guy she ever writes is totally into pet names, and they're always dumb as fuck names. They're never, like, cutesy nicknames. Like, there's one where he's, like... He keeps calling it's a vampire one, and he keeps calling the chick Little Dove. All the time. Like, you don't understand. Like, when I read writing, I'm like, you understand that you don't always say a character's name in real life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if we were in the same room, I'm not gonna be like, so Sam, I did this, and Sam, you need to understand that, Sam. Like,
yeah,
you don't...
Usually you just say it to get someone's attention.
Yeah, you say it to save someone's attention. But no, that's not what that is. And so I remember, because there was a description, at least, again, I give authors credit when at least they know what they are. It's like, it's, because, like, it's a porn book. And they are very proud of that. I give them more credit, because they're like, you know what, no one's reading this for the story. So they can just have, and yeah.
She has multiple other books.
The chick, I know. The other chick, the L.J. Swallow, yeah, I know.
She has, like, 5 more books.
I know.
As someone who, for some reason, can't just introduce a character, I have to, like, establish them and then give their name.
Well, yeah, I mean, how weird would that be if it's like, you're in a coffee shop and there's this guy or girl this person, whatever, in front of you, and they just, out of nowhere, you don't even introduce yourself, they're just like, hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm this old, here's my info, and here's my body weight, here's how I dye my hair, and by the way, I do this for a living.
Hell, I don't know why, there's a weird trend I have whenever I write and I introduce a new character. I can't just let the story say, this is blank. Like, even if the main character already knows that person and knows their name, I can't let the story tell you, it has to be another character who says the character's name.
Well, see, I don't think that's bad if it's done right.
Yeah, well, it's usually like, oh, hey, blank, or whatever, you know, something generic as shit, but like...
But, again, that makes sense. It's not that you randomly meet a dude or a person.
No, when you randomly meet someone, then I just save the name for whenever someone would appropriately say, oh yeah, my name's blank.
I love you too, Captain Jupiter. I'm just dying.
I love Captain Jupiter.
You should get Wattpad. I can't get Wattpad. I was on there once and I can't do it again.
Me too. I can't. Nope.
I only go there if somebody drags me.
Oh my lord.
I wrote one thing on Wattpad.
I think the funniest character introduction I think I've ever written was like this character in a story or whatever. And the thing is that the story starts out where like the main character dies.
Mm-hmm.
So it follows them to the afterlife. And hang on, where is my phone?
Did you write it? Or wait, is that someone else's?
Huh?
Did you write this?
Yeah, I'm right.
Oh, okay.
My writing. I gotta find. I haven't worked on this story in a while. I really need to get back to working on it.
Yeah, this character's supposed to be thick.
Okay. Where is it?
Man.
I love this character so much, though. I need to.
Did I delete it from Wattpad? I think I did.
Oh no.
Good. It was an abomination.
I'm just so glad that my old fucking fan fictions are deleted too. Because, like I said, I was a Narutard, so I wrote Narutard fanfiction.
Oh my god. Okay.
I swear to God, I don't even remember half of them.
Well, no, okay. I'm like writing a story or whatever that I haven't worked on in a while, and not only is this specific character's introduction, but it's also the first line, like the first actual word of dialogue in the whole first 2 chapters. And I love it. It's my favorite. It's hello newly dead, she's saying. Welcome. Her voice bright and warm. Welcome to the next life. The name's Paris, professional ginger. How do you do?
Professional ginger?
Yes.
Is that supposed to be a joke on the fact that gingers don't have souls?
Professional ginger.
You found out the reason why I made her ginger.
Ha.
I love Paris though. She's hilarious. She's the character's sidekick, and I love her.
I remember when I made a fanfic about the anime I used to watch. Like, okay, here's the thing that I think is funny. Okay. And people are gonna hate me for saying this. I give the author 50 Shades of Grey credit because she has balls to admit that the entire thing was written on a BlackBerry. I'm not saying it's good, but I'm saying she's like, yeah, she openly admits, yeah, it was Twilight fan fiction that I wrote on my phone. And now I'm a millionaire.
I mean, you know?
And I'm like, you know what? It's a terrible book, but at least you admit it. I always give people more credit when they do stuff like that. Like, cause they're like, oh, it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, you always have to have, like, some kind of level of respect for people who are, like, self-aware.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, people to the new stream.
Welcome.
I'm a blue head. It's totally natural. Oh, I miss dyeing my hair. But yeah, I don't know. That's why I think I have more fun with those kind of books. They're like guilty pleasure books. And like, at least when the author knows what it is, I can just enjoy the fucking ride. Plus, half the time I read these and I'm like, do you know how sex works? Because this isn't how it works. And what else I think is funny is half of them always admit to being like, yeah, I'm just a stay-at-home mom, and no one knows that I do this on the side. And I'm like, ooh, well, honey, I got a peek into your love life. Ugh.
I love just. I always write in like really short bursts of motivation.
Mm-hmm.
But like, when I do, someday I'll be able to write a serious scene for like more than a page.
Well, honestly, they're like some of the hardest to draw. I mean, write. My head.
Like, cause I think, well, in my defense, actually, correction, I can write dramatic, more serious stuff. But, like, it has to be followed with, like, something comedic or I lose my mind. Like,
All of Zodiac's stories.
literally, yeah, all of my stories.
I think I gave her dainty legs, like dainty feet, and I can't tell if it's just me or not.
Might be? I don't know. I know just... Because I have a story or whatever that I'm writing that I actually want to keep writing. Like, really bad. And I have it in mind. Like, I know where I want to go. But, like...
Then keep writing it.
I know, but I keep not wanting to. Because I don't know why it takes so much effort for me to just sit down and write something.
Well, I think the difference between writing and drawing is that when you write, you have to, like, force yourself to write. It doesn't come as naturally as drawing to me.
Yeah, it doesn't for me either. I have to, like... Especially because when I sit down, like... Because I take the bus, like,
No, she has a stomach, but, guys, she's got big jubblies. When you got big jubblies, they sag down. Like, down here is her torso. She's got a stomach. I hate that. That's one thing I see in anatomy all the time when they give characters big titties and they give them super long torsos. I'm like, unless that bitch has the best sports bra, they're gonna sag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go down.
They don't float, guys. That's only when you get implants.
Yeah.
That's only in the animes.
Like, technically this is her with a small corset that she wears, but corsets don't do that much back then. So, yeah, see? Because here's...
don't really affect your breasts as much as your waist.
That's what I keep explaining to people. And I'm like, especially back then, if you're a thin person and you have big boobs, the boobs tend to sag more because they're not like how they are now. So you had soup boob going on a lot more back then than you do now. Because the corsets just kind of hold them out like a table, and it looks like they're soup.
What's funny is I just came across a picture that was talking about saggy boobs. My boyfriend called my boobs saggy. If I was a mature person, I'd tell you to tell him you don't appreciate him making comments like that. But I'm not mature, so I think you should tell him that you felt bread harder than his dick.
Oh! I love that. That's great. Because, yeah, like, okay, a fun fact with boobs, and this took me a long time to get, like, and this is someone with big boobs, is when you... It's the same with, like flat-chested people, like flat-chested girls and stuff. When you're a flat girl, you kind of have, like, a triangle thing going on. Your boobs tend to do this thing. Like...
It'll show up in a second.
Yeah, it's like safe for work, where it's kind of like that, and then, like, here's your, like, rib. That's still pretty big. It's like this sort of thing going on, you know? And if you've got a bigger chest, then it tends to, you know, drop down with gravity naturally. So you'd have a boob like this, and your nurple would be, like, down here. And if you're, you know, flat, it would go this way, because of how the fat goes. You know, it's like, okay, when you think of big boobs, think of, like, a half-filled water balloon, and how gravity goes with the water balloon. That's kind of how boobs work. And then if you, like, force it up, so we'll give Big Titty here. We'll give Big Titty a big push-up bra, right? So let's just say it, like, goes up to here or something. So then her boob will do this thing, where it'll do that, instead of sagging down. So her boob looks like this now. So the push-up bra pushes up that meat, because there's a little pad here in a push-up bra that goes like, yep, we're gonna push that boobie up.
Push the boobie up.
Well, because, like, I see it all the time, because I'm like, I see them draw, like, flat girls, and I'm like, you know, flat girls aren't washboards. They still got, they have little triangles. They need love too.
Honestly, yeah.
It's like, that's why I find it funny. I tell people, because people are like, how do you draw different body types? I'm like, look at different body types and look at them naked. Like, not in the sexual way. Like, look up nude models or people in bathing suits. And they're like, oh, but I don't want to. It's gross. And I'm like, but then you're not going to know how gravity works.
Well, then, good luck drawing different body types.
Yeah. Hey, honey. We're talking about titties.
Cool, show me yours.
What? No.
You gotta help me take trash out.
Cody.
Say hi.
Hi.
I had to explain, like, drawing boobies.
You what?
I had to explain how to draw the titties.
Draw the titties like your titties.
Like, no, this character doesn't have my body type.
Draw all the titties, honey.
I just did.
You're a titty fuck.
Doesn't he, though?
Who?
They think you make everything more fun.
I do.
You just
What can we say
appeared.
about
Oh,
me?
everyone's happy. Everyone's happy you showed
For
up.
fuck's sake, chat. Calm down, chat. I'm here.
It's
Yes.
like, show me your boobs.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, Cardad. Yo.
Hey, look, it's Cardad.
We've been talking about who. Show me yours. Nest thigh ever. I love you, Tatsu Jade. I love that comment. No, I didn't want to block somebody. I'm trying to show these comments. I can't show them. No, I didn't mean to delete someone's comment. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to delete it. It went too fast.
Chloe, no. That's my dog.
Oh, Jesus, calm down. Everyone loses it when Cody pops up for like a hot second.
Everyone lost their mind again?
Kinda, yeah. Are you back?
I'm standing here, aren't I?
Do you want to chill and look at the chat?
Let me put lotion on my feet.
Why do you need to put lotion on your feet?
Because I'm an old man and one of my toes has a fucking crack.
Your toe is a crack?
Yeah, in between toe webbing. You know how
Oh my god, you're turning into your dad.
I've had this problem when my feet get really sweaty. That's been a thing for
You've
my whole life.
never told me that.
It's because I try not to let it happen.
I've known you for 9 years. You've never told me that.
I'm sure it's come
I
up
want
once
to
or
tell you
twice.
that.
No, you've told me that you don't want to get old man feet like your dad. That's all you ever
Exactly.
mentioned.
That's why when this happens, I lotion up my feet.
So hi,
That's why I
chat.
take care of my feet.
But like, okay, another fun thing too when I see people do like, especially since in anime and stuff, like if you give a bitch stockings, like, oh, this bothers me.
Give that bitch a stocking.
So I'm just gonna do a thigh real quick. So we're gonna have a
Knee.
thigh. This is a pretty shitty thigh, whatever. And, you know, you'll have your knee here and your calf here, whatever. It's pretty crappy, but it'll work for my example. You know what? Perfect. It's a shoujo leg. So okay.
Shoujo leg.
So I see people do like tights, right? And I've done this in the past, so I'm also not apt to it. But if they're super tight and they got some nice meat on those thighs, you're gonna have a little bit of a gap here. You're gonna have a little chub popping out. And then you just fix it with the tight, because you know it's squishing the nice thigh meat.
Let me see the tight.
It's not bad.
Nice thigh meat.
The good thigh squish.
But like there's that.
Ten
Like,
can recommend.
you know,
I've
and
seen
then
this before.
and you do that, or like let's say you're wearing a garter or something, so we'll pop a garter on this bitch, right? So here you go. Here's
Damn.
a
Some sexy leg action.
that's a nice leg. So if you have if you have a garter, then you need to do a little bit more lines because it's a little stronger. And since it's a garter, it's pulling on it, so you're gonna have it more like a triangle angle. And you're still gonna have that little meat popping out. You just gotta get that meat right there. And then, you know, boom tights. You got some tights.
That's a tight thigh.
Well, no, because like I see it all the time, and it bugs me.
You mean perfectly, Michelle? Are you saying that people don't take into account that fucking physics exist?
Yes.
God
okay?
damn it.
Like especially when I see them draw big bitches.
Big bitches, man.
Well, no, I do. I see them draw
That thigh proportion to
because
her.
like okay, if you're wearing like it's basic logic. If you're a bigger bitch, you're gonna have more chub popping out, which is fine. But it's like show that you. Like, okay, I hate it. As a big bitch, I hate it when people are like, oh yeah, look, I drew a character that's fat and she just got big titties. I'm like, no, that ain't fat. There are fat bitches with tiny titties.
Yeah, can we bring up the one?
The one? What is the one?
You know who I'm talking about, Zodiac.
The one.
What?
Her name starts with an A and also ends with an A.
I don't know who this is.
I don't know who this is.
It's this character.
Oh.
Cody, you farted!
I did not.
Then what's that smell?
I don't know.
Well, it's not me.
It ain't fucking
Yes,
me.
leave her
I'm here.
unnamed.
We'll
but
call her A.
just call her A.
Okay, I don't know who A is, so okay.
Don't look at Discord.
Okay, I won't look at Discord. Okay, honey.
Bring up Discord
Honey,
on
can you not listen to
We
that?
won't
Because
call
it'll
the
pop
person,
up on
we're
the
just bringing
mic.
it up as an example.
It's okay. Thank you.
You're a mic.
I'm not a mic.
You're right. You're a meat. I'm gonna be right back.
Where are you going?
I'll be back.
Honey, wait, take this with you.
Nope.
It's trash.
Nope.
Honey! Honey, I'm sick.
You're trash.
Oh! Fuck you too! Anyway, you guys were saying?
A.
A.
Okay, A.
Do you want to talk about Zodiac or
What do we want to open up with here?
I have no idea who they're talking about, so.
can we? Well,
I don't care. I don't care. Go ahead.
We did this character spectrum meme
Mm-hmm.
where you put your different characters on the spectrum and you
Yeah.
see how different they are.
And I think it's different now. Is it?
It's different now, yeah.
It's fixed now, but before,
Mm-hmm.
this character A,
Mm-hmm.
on the spectrum meme, they put her because there's like one that's like skinny / petite, and then like fatty fatso with the spectrum.
Yeah.
And
And-
also short and tall.
Yes, so this A on that part of the spectrum meme was under the category of fatty fatso,
Mhm.
but that was not fat.
It was hip fat, you know.
It was thick.
Curvy.
It was thick.
Yeah, she thick.
And the person kept saying, "Yep, this is fat."
That's not
And I
fat.
was
That
like,
thick.
No, that's not though, because it wasn't fat. It was curvy.
Hold on. Let me see if I can try talking,
Just
guys.
Hey.
Apparently,
Hi.
you're like really quiet. Everyone's saying,
Oh.
which they tell me this now.
Can't talk really loud.
No, it's fine. It's
Oh.
fine. That's why I turned up the sound on my end.
But yeah,
Listen, chat, you're not going to be able to guess the name of the character. I'm just saying.
you're not.
I don't even think it's a real name.
It is.
Is it? I don't know. I've never heard it.
It's just, it's not a very used name.
Yeah, but anyway. So, like, and it's fixed now, thankfully. But I
Yeah,
think-
they're not on the fat side anymore. They're near
But
the
it kind
scrawny.
of irked us all a little bit because it wasn't fat.
It's not. Yeah, exactly. Like, and okay. Here's the thing that I think is funny: is fat people are hard to draw if you don't know how to do it right.
Oh yeah.
Like, again, as a fat bitch, I should know. It took me years to learn how to draw people. And there's nothing wrong with that. I hate people who say, like, if you don't tell people that drawing fat people is bad because that's discriminatory against them. I'm like, I'm a fat bitch and it's hard to draw fat people.
Yeah, especially if you're going for flow.
Exactly. Because, yeah.
The person who made A, she doesn't really draw fat people. She draws big hips and big boobs, and then that's it.
Which is fine.
Basically. Yeah.
Just don't call them fat.
Yeah, just don't call
them fat.
They thick.
But she doesn't call them thick. She calls them fat. There's the problem.
It's like, okay, so I have a funny commission story on that. So I had a person, okay, this was years ago. They asked me to draw their character, and they're like, okay, just so you know, this character's fat, so I can't draw fat people. I was like, okay, like, how fat? And so they gave me, like, a weight range, it was like 200 and something. Which is big, but, you know, it's doable. And so I was like, oh, okay, what's their size? Because I found this, like, really cool generator where, like, you put in a person's height and weight, and it'll, like, give you different proportions of how the weight could be distributed.
Oh.
I forget what the website's called. A friend of mine has it. I have to ask him for it again. But I put that in, and I was like, oh, okay, so that's what they were going for. So I drew the character in that body type, and I sent them a whip, and they're like, oh my god, they look disgusting! And by the way, they looked pretty cute. I was like, well, you said they were fat. They're like, no, not that kind of fat. And I'm like, this is and I gave them the website and the weight range. I'm like, that's what you asked for. And they're like, no, that's obesity. And I'm like, technically, yes.
What do you think
I'm like,
200 and what is gonna be?
I'm like, yes, technically that's obese.
Bitch, you gave me the wink.
for most body types, that's
Yeah.
obese.
Depends on your height.
This
but, you
character,
know.
I'm redrawing him.
Who is it?
Yeah,
It's
but
a character named Arthur.
your height will never say 200 is like good.
She's
I've
not
only seen-
arthritis. Don't call her arthritis, Cody.
Are the little white spots supposed to be spots where her nips were?
No, I didn't finish this.
It's boob shine. It's boob shine.
Get with
Jesus
the times, Cody.
No, I go to the community college in Moreno Valley.
Who?
Miss Wissy, it's in the comment. There's a community college in Moreno Valley?
There's community colleges everywhere.
All I know about is RCC.
Or Chafee.
Yeah, Chafee's not in Moreno Valley.
RCC's not in Marina Valley either. You know what RCC stands for?
Yeah, Riverside.
Community college.
Yeah.
Yes. We need to take the trash out.
I'm streaming.
That's nice. We'll do it in a little bit.
We can do it in a bit. It's not that late. It's only 8:52.
Here's just while we're on the topic.
Sorry, yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, because I was thinking too, because again, like a lot of people complain about like, oh, you need to draw more like fat characters or whatever. Well, you also got to consider what the character's doing.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the time period that they're in.
Yeah.
Because someone's like, why don't you have a lot of fat characters back then? And I'm like, well, you know, back in the Middle Ages, you were rich if you were fat. That's why Zeffie's a chubbo, because she is an innocent little water mage that got everything she ever needed, and she's a little big pudgy donut, and I love her. Because she didn't have to do much. That's what it was back then. If you were fat back in those ages, you meant you had a lot of money that you could be fat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, here, let me pull up a picture of her. She's so cute. Like, I'm not redoing her reference. I think I got her perfectly. She's adorable, and she looks like a little Russian babushka doll. I love her.
I want to see this.
She is very cute. This is Zeffie.
Oh, I love her.
She's so cute. I love her. She's such a pudgy little innocent bean.
I love her. Yeah, but like, and it's funny too, because, not to get super political.
Oh no, go crazy. You can go crazy. I don't give a fuck. It's my channel, so you're good.
Because I constantly see people complain about how female body types are represented, but nobody talks about how Marvel characters are all ripped.
Right? And how everyone has freaking heel legs. All of the bitches have heel feet when they're like barefoot.
Yeah.
I'm like, people don't walk like that.
And it's like, and it's funny because you know what? Even I could make an excuse like, well, the guys are that way because they're superheroes. They work out a lot, whatever.
Yeah.
But the same can go for the women too.
Yeah, if a girl is ripped, her muscle structure looks different than a dude's.
Yeah. And believe me, that's not to say that, like, looking at a lot of Marvel females, like, sometimes I kind of roll my eyes how they all seem very similar body types. But the same goes for the men.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't go one way.
I mean, look at the Captain America meme.
Yeah.
Did you see the meme where they were drawing the guys like they draw the girls in the comics?
Oh
No, I need to see this. Please, I need to see this.
I want to see this.
I need this in my life.
Give me a second, I gotta look it up.
Yeah.
Again, I'm all for having diverse body types, but it's okay, a good example of this, right? Okay, so I'll use the Hunger Games as an example. In the books, District 12 is like, everyone is pretty much fucking starving. Everyone is fucking starving. No one's doing well. And, you know, then the movie shows up and you see people of all different body types in District 12 and I'm like, how are you fat? Your district is the coal mining district. Everyone describes how they have to buy meat from Katniss in secret because hunting's illegal, because everyone is starving.
Oh my god, what is this?
What is it?
Oh my god.
Yeah, minus the mayor. Okay.
They use Hawkeye for a lot of these.
Please let me see. Did you put it in the Discord?
I put one.
Yes! Again.
Oh my god.
It's beautiful. I love it.
I'm gonna try to find a few more.
That's so beautiful. Why has this bitch got a broken spine?
To be honest, it really is. Like,
It's
exaggerated twisting, but that's a little far.
No, you know what? No, I'm taking this. Hold on. I'm gonna redline this real quick because this is bothering me too much. I gotta look at this.
That's way too much twisting.
Okay. So
for her butt to be facing the camera with her chest nearly straight onto the camera.
Yeah. Okay. So here's her tits. So her line of action, okay, is going this way. It's starting to go this way, and it makes sense. The arms are in the no, get back here. No, that's not what I wanted. You get back here. So that makes sense. Then see, that's a good flow. But the fuck is this? Okay, now I need to.
I found another one.
So here's a titty. Here's your back. So it goes this way. Okay, this hurts me. This hurts me so much. This hurts me.
Look at the discord.
Wait, I have to finish redlining this trash because her crotch is down here apparently. So
you also know the Avengers picture where her butt's facing.
Yes, okay, I've seen this one. Yeah, I've seen this one. Yes, I've seen this because her ass was the only one that was showing in the post.
No, look above it.
What do you mean look above it? Oh.
Picture above it.
Okay, hold on. What is this? What is this?
It's called the Hawkeye Initiative, where we draw Hawkeye like all of these ladies.
It's beautiful. I like the Flash.
Look at the one guy with the beard.
What? What is this? You're fucking dead. Hey, okay, at least Deadpool's make sense. Fucking.
Because he's Deadpool.
This hurts me.
I love it.
This hurts me so much.
It's called the Hawkeye Initiative.
Hold on, I need to keep redlining this because it's bothering me too much. So
to be honest, Hawkeye, I think, is one of the only kind of Avenger dude who's like not ripped.
He's supposed to be like he's supposed to have like a gymnast's body from what I've heard for like his story
which I think makes sense.
Did you also know that Hawkeye was supposed to be deaf?
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know.
Yeah, in most of his comics, he's deaf.
Spider-Man, no.
In the Hawkeye versus Deadpool, Deadpool lifts up his mask so Hawkeye can see his lips, and he signs sometimes to Hawkeye. It's really good.
So okay, I'm almost done redlining this trash.
I'm sending so many. You're missing.
I have to. This is bothering me too much.
Spidey, why?
This looks so. This I don't. Because where's your other leg? Your leg should be here. Should be here. It's not there. And then, like, anatomically speaking, like your actual asshole would be like here, so her crotch should be right here, but it's not. This bothers me. This bothers me on so many levels.
I'm screaming. Can we have a comic just dedicated to just drawing all of the Marvel characters, all the men as women?
Look at this. Look at this. This hurts me. There's so many.
Oh my god. There's this one. So here's the original.
Oh no. Oh no.
What's wrong with her legs? What's wrong with their legs? Cody, you need to see this.
Wait, Mitchie. Stephanie Wozni said you should do a breakdown video trashing conventional book anatomy.
Oh my god, I so should. Like, okay, here's the thing. This lady's body is okay until you get past her fucking thighs. Because there's the lady behind her too, so it's not even like a weird. This hurts me. This hurts me. What is this?
There's so many more.
It hurts me.
This is why it's called the Hawkeye Initiative.
There's so many of him. This is why I need you guys when I'm sick. You make me better. Okay, you know what? This one's pretty funny. I like this one. Because it's all pretty much the same. They just got rid of her lips. And gave her a bigger nose.
Abs.
They covered the abs.
Yeah. This is beautiful.
I hear distantly.
Cody! He can't hear me and I can't scream. Oh, no! This is...
I love it.
Did you guys see the red line, though, that I did?
Yeah, I saw it.
We need to make just a whole video of us trashing...
Okay, this isn't
anatomy.
I like... Okay, I just now saw the Wolverine. I like Wolverine. Yes!
Why did they use Hawkeye for all these?
Why does it say caca? Why does it say caca?
Because he's Hawk. He's Hawk. He's a hawk.
Oh my
Caca.
God.
This
Why are they using Hawkeye? Why is his thumb so big?
Because
Okay.
I told you.
It's like that weird anime gif of the chick's boobs who do a 180.
Oh yeah.
There's your outfit.
There's so many. I'm on just a whole tumbler of them.
Why do they always pair him with Thor? Why does he have anorexia?
Because the girls do.
She does. Oh, I'm screaming.
Okay, another thing about the weight movement thing, okay, that I think is funny. In media and stuff, is they're like, oh, well, you know, who says a fat person can't run? I'm like, oh no, they can probably run. They could probably run fast. Not for long, though. You know what I mean? Like, because I see stuff like that, and it's like, I actually knew a lot of, like, okay, I had this teacher in high school. She was a great teacher, but she has that thyroid condition. The one that, like, that doesn't tell your brain to stop gaining weight. So no matter what she does, she's gonna always gain weight. And she's super healthy. She goes hiking all the time and everything, but she's still very, very, very big. And people were like, oh, how can you do all this stuff? And she's like, I might be overweight, but I'm healthy. And she's like, if I let my disease take over, I'd be in a wheelchair by now. And I don't want to be in a wheelchair. So I'm like, see, everyone should strive to be healthy.
Zodiac's dying.
Oh, no, did you find more?
There are so many.
To me.
Have you guys ever seen High School of the Dead, where they have the tit?
I love it.
I still love that someone on Reddit actually did a math algorithm. Did a math algorithm to show you.
Matrix boobs.
It's now the age of empowerment.
There's so many. Hawkeye Initiative went on for a long
I
time.
can't breathe.
Is it still happening?
I mean, you can still do it. Doesn't matter.
I kind of want to do one now.
I want to draw Hawkeye in some of my own poses, man. Jesus.
Well, you know what, Zodiac? There you go. There's a new video for you.
The thing about female poses and superheroes.
Natasha, send help.
I'm Natasha? Send help? What?
It's Black Widow.
Oh no.
He's stuck.
He's stuck.
He's stuck. His arms backwards. Oh, I'm dying.
Oh, is this Wonder Woman? Oh, Betty Page. So, there's this really inappropriate.
Oh.
I think we're fine. We've been talking about some pretty crass
Yeah,
topics
so.
today.
No, I'm just saying that she's fully naked except for gloves and shoes.
Oh, okay, then I can't show it.
Well, no, it's not.
But she's
it's
covered.
not showing anything.
She's covered.
Okay, let me
It's
see.
not with clothes. It's just with censorship.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, and Hawkeye. Fucking so many of Hawkeye. I don't even need to watch. I just need to listen.
Oh, here's the one with the actual example of the butts for adventures.
Darn it! I forgot this character has a tail. Shit.
I'm screaming.
Because her tail's supposed to be Longo.
Oh my god, they gender bent all of.
Longo tail.
I'm on page 10 of these pictures on the
Oh my
Tumblr.
God. What did Hawkeye do to deserve this?
Let Hawkeye rest.
His body's been
He's
mangled.
got the best booty in the world. That's his superpower.
Hawkeye's got the booty.
He's got the booty.
Do Hawkeye have the booty? He do.
He do.
He do.
What did Hawkeye do to deserve that?
His body's been mangled to the point of no return.
I wish that actor would bring it up in a movie, like as a joke.
Why is her head sticking out that far?
Because they needed to.
Because Zodiac
I just looked
sex.
at it.
Zodiac sex. That's you know.
Did you see it?
Her head
No.
is just floating.
She just has a very long neck.
It's floating.
She just has a very long neck.
It's on its own plane of existence.
Hold on. I'm trying to finish this outfit.
I'm gonna send another
Where's her
one.
neck? No, I have to redline this. This hurts me. This hurts me so much. Bitch, where's your neck? No, this hurts. This hurts. I'm doing this right now.
Do it, please.
This fucking hurts. This makes no sense. Okay, so the ass looks fine. Okay, your ass is good. Your butt makes sense.
Hawkeye, I don't think you're using your bow correctly.
That's some. First of all, there'd be a little booty gap right here, and then you do that. But okay, and then the crotch. That's fine, I guess. So here's your fucking meat thigh. They keep giving these bitches Subway sandwich legs. Look it up. Someone called it out. They're like Subway sandwich legs. Okay, so there's that. The heel looks good. That looks good. I might suck at drawing feet, but I know how feet work. So okay, that makes sense. Okay, your knee's okay.
I can't wait till you work your way up to the neck.
I know, but I gotta build it. I gotta build my way up. So
It's not even like it kind of looks like she's stretched. It's like exaggeration. Her head looks like it's on another plane of existence.
this does okay. So here's your spine. So your neck should be here. Your spine goes this way. Just your head goes here, which would be fine.
What is this other chick up?
Look, your head would be fine. I mean, your neck would still be fucking broken. You'd look like a fucking serpent. But here's where your head would be, because your neck would be here. So then you give
her neck in the actual picture though. We gotta know this.
Oh no, her neck's right here. I can see it. Her neck's right here.
It's there.
It's right
just-
there. Here's her fucking
like-
neck.
But what's that
sounded-
attached to her collarbone?
I guess
Yeah.
so.
I guess so.
Wait, Mitchie, look at this chick in the chat.
What? Which one? She's an alien. This hurts me, and like my anatomy's not even perfect. Like the arm's actually okay. Your shoulder, it's just the fucking neck. Cause yeah, here's your collarbone. Her neck goes into her collarbone. Cause there's the titty. And by the way, that's not the titty squish. Your titty would be like this. Your titty would be flat.
Here she literally has no face. It doesn't exist.
It's just cause like, okay, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna get another color. Let's get green. So the way that your head, okay, so your head's this way. I'm gonna, no, green's not doing it. I gotta do blue. Okay, so here's your head. It's fine. Your head's good. Okay, so your neck goes this way. So here's how the neck's going. So you know it would go this way. It would go down here. It doesn't do this.
Y'all, look, you guys. There's a right way to draw it, and then there's the sexy way.
No, look at this. She got fucking serpent neck. This is apparently how her spine works. Her spine apparently works like this, because here's her ass. So that's her spine. That's her spine.
You gotta look at the thing.
Look at the chat.
Oh no. You gotta look up. There's this one thing in particular.
In chat or in Discord?
In Discord.
Okay, hold on.
Look like 1, 2, 3, 4 pictures up.
Are you talking about War Goddess?
Which one's the one with Batman in it?
Batman. Where's Batman?
Where did the chick's waist go?
Oh.
Where's Batman?
It's
Scroll down. You're there. Wait, there it is.
This one?
No, you missed it.
it's the one with the girl walking in and Batman's very surprised.
Oh, okay.
That one.
This hurts. What the hell's... Like, I can see what they're going with a style choice for her, and it would make sense if Batman didn't look like a human. Because here, you know what you would do for exaggerating it like this? Here's what you fucking do. You want... No, what? How did it turn into this? Okay, so you want to exaggerate it, right? So there's this bitch. And her proportions are like this. So, see, this makes sense for exaggeration. This I can deal with. I can deal with this. This is okay. So what you do for fucking Batman is you do this. And you give him a tiny-ass waist. Super teeny-tiny. Like this. Give him this kind of body going on. And then you give him his ass. See, that's all you had to do. That's all you had to fucking do. You can keep his head. And it's fixed.
But see, that's not attractive.
I don't fucking care! People are getting paid thousands of dollars to draw this shit.
It hurts me.
It's an easy fix. Cause like, this hurts me. This hurts me so much. Cause this could have worked. It easily could have worked. You got bitch knee. You got stylized knees too. So give Batman a bitch knee. Give him a triangle knee.
Here's another. Where did the neck go?
I don't know why. No, she's got fucking flamingo legs.
What? Where's the neck so long?
Here's another. Where did the neck go?
Cause what's up with your leg, bitch? Your leg.
It's totally turned like 180.
This
It
hurts.
makes more sense than the other one.
I've got serpent neck. You know, here, I'm sending you guys serpent neck so you can look at it closely.
Serpent neck. Why?
Oh, I did not save this sketch at all. That would have ended so badly. No, not Camino's. I still need his.
I see my girl lurking in here.
Shh. I need to finish it.
Which girl?
The one I need to finish for the trod. You know what, Zodiac? Can I just draw her being sexy in Broken Anatomy instead?
Do it.
But she hasn't shown up yet. I'd feel bad. So there's serpent neck. Blue is where the neck and spine actually go.
This is amazing. I love this. Oh, I'm dying.
Even my dad didn't fuck up this bad.
Look at those legs. Look at the legs on the newest one. What are those feet doing?
I think they were trying to go for
Perspective.
They're trying to
perspective.
go for perspective, but they didn't do it right.
But it's kind of hard to tell.
Her like feet turn all the way around.
She a snake.
I'm dying. Dying.
Mm-mm.
Dying.
And like, okay, you know, in-action poses are really fucking hard. They are really fucking hard. But there's no excuse for this. It's okay, Keisha. It's okay. I'm sick and dying, so we can all be miserable together. I just...
Wait.
No! I was just about to start again!
Wait, what?
What?
Hang on, I noticed something. Hang on. I'm gonna take my own pen.
Okay, you do this.
What is this? Hang on.
Do that so Michi can get on with...
Yeah,
My poor drawing's never gonna get done.
Because I just noticed something in that Catwoman picture.
Oh,
it's
God.
not about the actual picture.
Is it what's in the picture?
It's about one of these people. Hang on.
How many people
one?
are in the chat right now?
I don't know.
Chat count.
I gotta do this. Hang on.
This is fun.
This is amazing. I'm so happy.
Are you glad I showed you the Hawkeye initiative?
I'm very glad.
Yes, and I get to read a very, very amazing book when I leave. This is a good night. Let's see. What's up with the anatomy for women? If they're superheroes, they tend to have muscular legs, somewhat broad shoulders, not like supermodels of the non-existent. Like, okay, here's what I don't get is, like, you can make bodybuilder women really cute and really sexy, but you don't have to make them, you know, no-neck beefy men. I see that's all I see in comics is they're either like they have a little tiny six-pack, maybe, but big jubblies, or they, like, look like a man. Like, you wanna know who is a beautiful character, even though I don't play Overwatch? I love Zarya. Zarya is a beautiful, big bodybuilding queen. She's also Cody's favorite character. But I'm like, see? That's a very nice, big tank of a woman, and it makes sense for her character.
Oh, that?
Am I not the only one?
Yeah, her neck was a little long.
Your neck is a little long.
What? Let me see.
Just a little bit.
Your fucking neck!
Just a little bit.
Oh wait, I think I just saw another thing. Hang on.
God dang it.
People say I need to cosplay as May.
I think you'd be a good May.
Because, like, her short came out recently, and Cody, like, he's like, oh my god, it's you. I'm like, what? He's like, you're just an innocent little ball of fluff, but you can kick so much ass. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Plus, she has glasses, so it's an actual cosplayer where I can play it and not be blind. Because there's, like, a couple of cosplays I want to do that I have ideas for, but I'm like, I hate contacts.
Something tells me with this particular picture that I'm tracing right now, they didn't try drawing it off page. They just drew what they knew it would be in frame.
That's probably what they did.
What
is thumbnailing?
Just wait.
Me cheat May, please do. Well, if I do it, it'll be a long time, because I don't really cosplay, so it would be like, by next year, maybe. Cody!
What?
I want him in here, but he's being a butt. Don't you have a public Discord? I do not. I'm sorry, and I probably won't have a public Discord for a while. After what happened to Holly Brown on day one, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm scared. 'Cause Holly Brown did it for resources, and within one day, people fucked it up for everybody else.
You cut out.
Oh. Well, what happened with Holly Brown freaks me out for having a public Discord, so I probably won't do one for a long, long, long time.
What happened to her?
What happened?
She made one for resources, and just resources, but within one day, there was people sharing bestiality porn, people saying they have to have their genders in their username so people don't misgender them and offend them. There was suddenly, like, and not like furry bestiality, like bestiality. There was name-calling, there was racism, there was spamming memes. And Holly was like, this was meant for resources. This is one day. Nope, bye, I'm cutting it off, bye. And that was she had it open for 1 day. And that's what happened. So that, like, scared me.
I've been in actual, like, public... And I think Holly just had a very unfortunate case.
Yeah. Zodiac's in the public...
I would never open up a public Discord just because I don't think I could handle it. It's a lot of work.
Somebody suggest calling Cody on your phone just to be like, get in here.
Okay, fine, I'll do that. But I can't look at the chat, so hold on. I'm gonna see if you can hear his phone go off in the other room, or if I can hear it.
What are you laughing at?
What did you find now?
Something's not right.
Yes?
Can you come in here, please?
Why?
Because we love you, and we have funny things to show you.
Why?
Because the chat loves you, and I love you, please.
Why?
Something's not right.
Hanai! Oh shit, that's loud.
Don't you Hanai me.
Hanai.
No.
Hanai.
What?
So we found this thing called the Hawkeye Initiative.
Hold on one second.
So, wait, where are you going? You just got here!
He's even again.
Okay, so...
Something's not right.
What is it?
So the people were redrawing Hawkeye as female comic book poses, so... These are all real comic book poses. So there's that. We were also redlining a couple of things, because we found out, like, here's one, right? So what's wrong with this picture?
Where is her neck coming from?
It gets... I redlined it. So here's where her neck goes. The blue's where her neckline actually goes.
The fuck?
And then Zodiac found this Catwoman picture. Okay?
No, I found it.
Oh, no, okay, no. Oh, sorry. Sam found it. Sam found it, right?
I had all of these.
It gets better, though, because Zodiac noticed this bitch in the background.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
There's so many. Just go to the Hawkeye Initiative on... Like, just type in Hawkeye Initiative.
I found it. I found the next one.
What the fuck is going on?
Something's not right.
Oh, people want you to tell stories. They loved your story time. They loved your story times, by the way.
Ugh.
Oh, I know they're not usually that bad, but when they're bad, there's no excuse.
For who?
For these kind of comics. It's like, these are name brand comics. These are people getting paid thousands of dollars to make these comics.
Exactly why you fucked them up.
So, I guess I have a funny story that happened recently. So, a buddy of mine works for, a big cartoon characters Disney. Damn it! Fuck, I said Disney. I can't say it now. I was trying to think of a way not to say Disney without saying Disney. Damn it.
Wah.
Well, okay, I mean, Disney's got a lot of people, whatever. So a friend of mine works for Disney. I won't say who they are. But they're a storyboarder on a certain show. No, they're a storyboarder on a certain show. I'm not saying what show it is. But they were talking about how they're like, so I really want to slip a Metroid reference in here, but I have no idea how, or how my designer is going to be like, why is this character suddenly turning into a ball? I agreed with the avocado tossing. People liked that people said they lost it when you put the window was open when you chucked the avocado.
That's good, I'm glad.
Well, Cody, okay, come here. Why don't you tell people, or do we have more bad anatomy?
I'm sure they can hear me from here.
Okay, we'll see. Why don't you tell them the story about how your dad, shot himself with a nail gun twice?
Oh my god.
A classic, indeed.
We'll have to re-record it later, but for the stream, because not a lot of people watch streams, I want you to say it.
So my father is...
No, come here, a little louder.
Gotta come closer.
They can't hear you.
Alright, is this better?
Can you guys hear Cody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say yeah. Go.
Alright, so I'm about... probably about 10 or 11. And that field I told you about from the previous story, I hung out there a lot with my friends. We used to, I don't know, play around, do stupid shit like I told you before. But one particular day, my day was interrupted by the sounds of a scream coming from my house. Now, this is actually the second time he shot himself in the hand with a fucking nail gun, but I'll interlude that in a second here. So, the first time I wasn't at home for this, but my dad and my other dad are working on a piece of our house that we were remodeling, and it was a framing area for a bunch of windows. There's like 4 windows. They're really tall, and they make like a cross pattern. It just happened to be like 2 rounder ones at the top, like a D shape, and then 2 big ones in the bottom. They're rectangular. Anyway, they happen to make a cross. So my dad is like nailing that framework together with a nail gun, and
what is that? What is that noise? Who's eating?
I think it's Zodiac.
Oh, okay, sorry. Go ahead.
So he's got the nail gun in his left hand. Now he's right-handed, so it's in his off hand, because it just happens to be where he has to nail. He fires the first shot, and he's got his right hand up. If you can imagine it, you're like about shoulder width apart. His right hand is there. He's holding part of the board up, and he shoots the nail gun. It kicks back because he's not used to it in his left hand, and then he's got his finger still on the trigger. It bucks back down and shoots right into his right index finger, like right through the fingernail. Everything, bam. And it buried the nail halfway into the board. It buried the nail halfway, all the way through his finger into the board. Luckily, it didn't go all the way down. So he freaking screams. I'm not at home at this time. My other dad was, uncle. Anyway, so he has to get a crowbar and literally pry the nail out of the board and his hand.
No.
And managed to do that. He screwed up his nail, but he missed the bone and just went straight through meat, essentially, which is really gross. So I came home to him with a giant wrap on his finger, and my uncle joking that he had to tell my dad to get down off the cross because they needed the wood. So that's a really good reference there. Now, the second time it happened, I was actually home, and so I, again, 10, 11 years old, out in the field, hanging with my buddies, and this time he's in a different part of the house. Happened to be on the farthest corner away. So if you look at the front of the house, he'd be on the far right-hand side of the house, up in the attic, okay? And the field happened to be on the left side of the house if you looked at it from the front. And I'm in the very far back left corner because that's where our little hangout spot was. So way back there, whatever we were doing, I don't even remember. I hear scream, but I thought it was him yelling my name. So instinctively my reaction is, shit, oh crap, what'd I do wrong? So I run inside. And I run inside just in time to see him run into the bathroom. His hand is covered in blood, and he's holding it in his other hand. He runs into the bathroom, and two steps behind him is a friend of ours, and she has this look of horror on her face, and across the front of her white shirt is just a blood, horror movie spec blood splatter. I mean, you couldn't fucking get it any worse. Just across the front of her. And so what had happened is he was literally explaining how he fucked up the first time. Saying, yeah, I was holding the gun in my left hand, and he was, again, at this time he was actually nailing something again with his left hand. Shoots the nail gun. This time it bucks even harder, and he happened to have his hand in a weird way where his index finger was over his middle finger, and it drives the nail straight through both of his fingers, one over each other, and it just buries it completely. So, nail smashed both fingers through into the board. Really gruesome. Anyway, again, missing both the bones somehow. Going through the nails and meat and just... And by the way, this is only about 2 weeks after he did the first one. So that first index finger is still fucked up.
Doesn't he still have a scar from it?
Yeah, he still got his fucking index fingernail didn't grow back right. He's got no feeling in his front, the front tip of his index finger on the right hand. Anyway, so he's obviously screams because he just shot himself with a fucking nail gun again. And this time it's even worse because he literally had to take the crowbar, stick it under the nail, smashing his finger more, and then just pry it against his own hand to get it off. Luckily, it wasn't in very thick wood, so it came out pretty easily. But when he did that, he threw his hand back because, ow, it hurt, and it just shot blood everywhere in a perfect arc, and it just went straight across our friend.
Guided nightmares.
And so yeah, that's the story of how my dad shot himself with a nail gun.
What? God knows. Take the nail gun away from Cody's father.
Guided Nightmares. So
That's the story
take
how he
the
did
nail
it
gun away
twice.
from Cody's father.
So yeah, that's a fun one.
So I totally fucked up on drawing this character's hands, but I think this is really fucking funny.
No, I've been watching this the whole time.
You haven't said anything!
I love it.
What is going on with his hands?
It's a she!
Or that.
She's a barbarian!
Oh, I didn't even look.
I've never had one of
The shadowing from afar made it look like beard, kind of.
Oh, I can see that, yeah.
Like from way
yeah.
back here.
I don't know why, I feel like, this isn't the art trade, I just really wanted to draw this character doing the, I guess I'll die! I don't know how that goes alongside it, I just think it's fucking funny.
Okay,
Oh.
to be honest.
Oh, actually, you know what's a really good representation of what happened? You know when Bleach,
Wait, oh, yeah.
when they have like wounds and it's just like...
You mean the anime blood?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to my dad.
Oh my god. You were saying Zodiac?
To be honest, I'm gonna call this character Dilly.
Okay.
To be honest, if Dilly couldn't punch something or destroy something for a solution, she'd probably just say, "Guess I'll die."
So I got it on point. That's great.
Her one solution is
Did you tell your chat how my family, the men in the family of the Marcuses, are innately prone to danger?
No, that's why I wanted you to tell them. I mean, why don't you tell the magical story of how you fell off a fucking terrace and almost broke your back?
Everyone in my family that's a male has fallen off of a high object at some point in their lives.
Or been on fire.
No,
or
I'm
been
the one
shot.
that catches on fire and or gets stabbed. My grandfather... I'm the same as my grandfather. We fall off shit and we get lit on fire.
You guys are also the only family I know that's like, I've had like 5 heart attacks and I'm still
That's
walking
my
around.
fucking dad, okay?
Paps had 3!
No, he hasn't. He's only had 1.
He had 3! Nana said he had 3!
I thought he only had 1. Anyway. Yeah, I'm really fucking screwed for heart failure. Anyway,
Oh, wait,
I'm fat, so I'm really screwed.
Shit, the hair goes this way, okay.
Anyway, yes,
Whatever,
my
Wes.
grandfather
No, that's fine.
has fallen out of many barns and ladders and roofs.
Let's talk about how you almost died when you were 10. Well, you were 10, right?
Yeah.
So you were old enough to know better. You were 10!
I wasn't paying attention, okay? Fuck, Hot Wheels were awesome. Alright? Jesus.
Okay, explain the story.
So, at the same house where we were remodeling everything, if you have a second story terrace, which is a balcony thing, we had, like, steps that led down the balcony into a different platform and then in the ground. And because the house was, like, in process of being built, we put a tarp up to cover, like, where the terrace was, because there was no windows or doors on that side, so we didn't want it raining in the house. So
Okay, I need to get at the actual reference for the hands. Hold on.
it's okay.
You were saying?
So when you have a giant tarp that literally goes for 30 feet and then literally makes a ramp, as a 10-year-old, your immediate reaction is to launch shit off of it. So you and your buddy take all of your Hot Wheels and then make a fucking great deal of mess all over the backyard by sending Hot Wheels careening down at 400 miles an hour and flying off into the distance. But one caveat to this is that none of the terrace had a railing at all because it wasn't built yet. It was like just the groundwork of it. So there was like a floor, but there's no railing, there's no stairs going down, there's nothing. So without thinking, we're just standing up there like a bunch of fucking idiots, and in order to send cars down, there's like a divide in the plastic where 2 sheets came together that we'd slide it through, and then there's one on the far side. Like, if you're looking out the door, there's like, you know, the right hand side is like house, and then the left hand corner and the front is all open, and then there's like some stairs down the middle that there would have been. Anyway, so I'm on the left side and I'm throwing Hot Wheels down, and I go grab some more, and I go to step back, and it was at about the time that my knee passed where it, like, the floor was, that I realized I was falling off of the terrace. And at about the time I got horizontal from falling off the terrace, I immediately blacked out. Because I have no idea why. Anyway,
How does one thumb?
I don't know.
Anyway, keep going.
Anyway, so I fall completely, like, I literally upend, go upside down completely, land on the back of my neck, head, and, like, shoulder area, like, straight up and down on broken up concrete. That was, like, yeah, old broken up concrete is just, like, jagged and fucked up, and, yeah, it was bad. Anyway, so I smash onto that and knock myself the fuck out, or I already passed out, I don't know. Anyway, and my friend at the time, as my dad put it, all he heard was Cody in a screaming fashion running past him. It was my friend yelling my name, running past him and darting down the stairs. And my dad found me up, like, completely knocked the fuck out, just plastered on the ground. And I was not breathing, and I was not conscious at all. So he calls 911. I'm there for like 30-ish seconds by the time he actually gets to me. So another 30 seconds go by the time he's got 911 calling, and I think by the time he picked me up, it was about a minute and a half has gone by, and he finally picked me up, which allows my neck to fall back, and I actually breathe because my windpipe was cut off because I was in like some fucked up mangled look. Anyway, it was pretty gnarly. And so the paramedics come and they put me in like a neck thing and they take me to the hospital, and I'm totally fine. Like the whole time I woke up by this point. When the paramedics show up, and all I'm saying the whole time, because my dad had just had some heart attack problems, so I was like,
"Oh, is this right when he had a heart attack?
It's not what really a good time."
Oh my god.
And so I'm like worried about him dying, so I'm telling them like, "Don't worry about me, I'm cool. Everything kind of hurts, but I'm cool. Just make sure my dad doesn't die." And so they take me to the hospital, they do like an x-ray thing, and I fell in such a manner that it like compressed my rib cage really hard. And I have neck crack problems because of it now, but
anyway. You fell off a fucking terrace.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
but it bruised my sternum, the muscle, or the bone structure in the front. And you can actually feel where it fucked up my collarbones, because like one is more pronounced than the other, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, he's got a pop-out collarbone.
On the right side only. Anyway, so it kind of fucked that shit up, but it's all good. It didn't break anything. I got to be out of school for 2 weeks, which was kind of funny because no one told my school what happened. They just said that I was in an accident and didn't tell them if I lived. So I got back to school and everyone thought I was dead. It was great. Everyone was like, "Holy shit, you're alive!" And then I was like hardcore motherfucker on campus for like a month, and then everyone forgot about it and went back to being assholes toward me.
I feel like I made the titties too big for this character.
Michelle, there's no such thing.
Well, no, this character's like a barbarian, so she's supposed to have like beefy body. So I'm trying to make her thicker. She thick.
She thick.
And not fucking broken spine.
Yes, my back is not fucked up, oddly enough. Every once in a while I get like twinges.
Mitchie, I left you some anatomy surprises in the chat.
Oh my god, I'm so scared. What did you? Ah! Why?
Shoujo.
No, this is Yowie body.
Oh, fuck me running. What is going on here?
Fucking Yowie fingers.
I love it.
He's got spider hands.
That's a very interesting plan. No,
Bitch, your hand is bigger than fucking, like, any... Oh, God.
This is fine! What the fuck happened to his fingers?
There is so much...
Like, this is fine until you get to his fucking hands. Like, I was looking like, what's wrong? Oh, my God.
He can one-hand watermelons.
This hurts me.
These are my favorite pictures.
Well, you know what, Zodiac, you know what you have to do for your cat girl anime. That's what you gotta do. You gotta do something like this. Give bitch shoujo legs.
There's Yowie hands and
You can
Yuri
leave if
legs.
you like. I love you. Can I?
Take the trash out.
I know we're gonna take the trash. It's 9:30. We got time.
Michi.
Yeah.
There's Yowie hands and Yuri legs. I think one of them already has Yuri legs.
Yeah, that'd be Yuki. Oh god, my voice is...
Zodiac's dying.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is my favorite thing. It's like the total opposite of Yowie. Love it. Hang on, send me. It's my favorite. I love it.
Make you thicker. More bodybuilder. By the way, I love this. I just love this. I think it's so much fun.
I love. This is like her official.
No, I realized her arm's too off. I gotta move this forward.
I mean, since you're not doing this for the trade, this is technically her first official piece of fan art.
Yeah.
I love it.
You played yourself.
I don't know why. I love it when characters' first piece of fan art is really memey.
I'm the same way. Are all of you sick? In my house, yes. That's how I got sick.
I'm not sick. I'm just dying.
I'm just like this all the time.
Michi streams are the fucking best. Thank you.
For my character Sphinx, the first piece of fan art she ever got was someone who sent me a pic of an actual Sphinx cat with her hair crudely drawn over it.
Yes. Okay, I thought because I had an idea for doing one of her with that knife cat meme. You know where the cat looks all innocent and everyone's pointing knives at him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty much.
Okay. So your thing would be here, so your titties would be here.
Yes. That's anatomy, Michi.
I know, okay? I'm trying to do this right. Damn it, I made them too big again.
Not anatomy. I sent another one. But it's the opposite. No, look.
Here.
It's just the tiny hands.
The tiny hands? What?
Look at the chest.
No!
This isn't an actual anime. This isn't free.
This isn't free? I watched free. When did this happen?
It's one of their first tournaments.
Oh my god, it's like, did you guys ever watch? I think there's a Twitter where, yeah, triangle titties. Well, because she's got, like, beef body, and the way she's shrugged, I'm trying to do it right, because I think I put her shoulders too close together. Yeah, I put her shoulders too close together. I gotta move your hand over.
I can't even take a picture of what I just did.
What did you
I
do?
can't actually. Give me a second. I have to use,
That was the problem. Her shoulders were too close.
I have to
For
use
some
my
reason,
computer camera
I gotta
to show
reload the
you
stream on
this.
my iPad. I'm dying.
By the way, I love her chin. I love how angular her body is.
I love her. I doodle her all the time. Just
See, this is what you have to do now. Now that we've done this, like you have to do this in the comic at one point. Like, have her punch and just look at the screen and be like, I guess I'll die. And they just be like, what the fuck?
and just shrugs.
Night, night, night.
I swear that. I mean, because it's really not.
Because I'm trying to have her shoulders be, like, super up, like, eh. So she has a neck, it's just her shoulders are, like, super shrugged up.
I love this.
I love someone in the chat. Abracadabra, your internet has made a great escape.
It went offline for 5 to 10 seconds. Oh, no! No! Oh, shit, I haven't saved any of this. Oh, Lord, no.
It's fine. It came back.
Okay. No, I mean, I haven't saved the picture yet. So if something happened to Sai, we would have lost everything forever.
Don't lose the meme.
You know what's sad? I'm super proud of how this is coming out, and I'm sad I didn't do one of my characters. But I think it's better than I did yours. Because I don't know who I would have done for one of mine.
I mean, hey, it's your own art. You can trace over it.
I don't like doing that, though. Well, the body type would be different. I don't really have a meaty woman.
You can use it for reference.
I can.
Oh, I love this, though. Because Cody started talking and I looked away, and when I looked back up, I just saw my girl.
That's why I was waiting. I was like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to wait and see how long it takes.
Figure it on my own.
My bae. I swear to God, when we move out, that's one of the happiest days I can't wait for. Because Cody and I both agreed, we're like, no cable, badass internet. No cable, badass internet.
That's all you need.
Well, because, like, I kind of watch cable TV, but the only times I ever do are during, like, the fall months. That's when my shows come out. And even then, I'm like, if I really want to, I'll just buy them on DVD. I don't fucking care.
The only real use I have for it is, like, I watch Survivor with my mom.
You watch Survivor?
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you caught up? I just caught up last night. I didn't know you watched Survivor. No one else I know watches it.
Can we rant about Tony 2.0?
Yes! Fucking A, this idiot!
Oh my god, this is great.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now.
I don't know. I don't remember how I got into it. Like, my mom, I think, said you might like it or whatever, and now it's like a tradition.
That's like my parents. My parents have been watching Survivor since I think they missed like the first season.
Yeah.
But after that, they watched every other season.
Yeah, I've been watching it. We get very passionate about we yell up TV drama. It's great.
Okay, let's see. So your brooch thing is over here.
So I got bored and I taped one of the things from my sketchbook on my little phone thing.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
I sent a picture.
Hold on. I'm trying to draw in the fluffles.
The fluffles.
Like, I got bored one day and I just started using this sketchbook.
It's actually really funny because to be as vague as possible,
Yeah.
she's technically
I love it.
the counter.
I love the fluffle.
She's technically the counter for a kind of decently sized comedic relief character, but she's like the biggest comedic relief character in her group.
Really?
Yeah.
I love it. It's beautiful.
In a totally different way, though, because the other one makes snarky comebacks and one-liners. She's just funny in how she acts.
So this is completely in character.
Yes. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's what I didn't used to do that, but that's what I always do now. I draw small and then I make it big.
I do that all the time too, which sucks whenever, because like when I want to take time lapses from my Procreate,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't zoom in and out of the camera because it's not recorded.
Yeah.
It's time lapse. But I usually start with like gesture poses and shit really tiny. So
So they're just super small.
It's like 90% of the sketch is like in the corner. I'm like, no one's gonna be able to see it. Yeah, she's just fun.
It's okay. I have a character like that too. Like I have a character that's he's a very important character, but I like never draw him. Not because I don't know. I feel like I love drawing him, but I feel like I can never get his just hisness right.
I know that feeling.
Because he's supposed to be, like, I can write him like anybody's business, but drawing this guy out. And his design isn't even hard. It's just like, okay, so think if, he's like my ADHD baby. And his thing, because, like, all mages have a thing that they, like, can't turn off. Like, I brought up how Ringmaster, can fucking walk on water, and Tetsu can talk to people and talk to animals and stuff. Well, his is he can't lie. So, he can't lie, he has ADHD, and he's very, very, very talkative. So, like, because of that, like, okay, let's bring up, okay, I'll put an example. If he came up to one of your sins, he'd be like, so how'd you die? Oh, so you died because you fucked somebody to death, right? And they'd just be like, what? No, that's not how you're this thing. That's how it's gotta work.
That's exactly how it happened. It's actually the opposite.
I know that, but he wouldn't know that.
I know.
But the thing is, and he would be loud about it, because he can't, like, control his voice, so everyone in the room would hear him talking about this. And be like, oh, so that guy wanted to fuck you. And he's, like, he's super crass.
Yeah, what's funny is he'd say that to the character that wouldn't care, but about the character that would.
That's what I'm saying, because I know the other character would probably really fucking care.
Great.
And then I could just picture you coming up to me like, hey, and be like, hey, so are you compensating for something? Because he doesn't have, like, he gets better. His character, he does get better later on.
He has no filter.
But he has no filter. Yeah, he has absolutely no filter, because there's a reason for it, though. His mom kind of raised him in isolation, so when he, like, awakens as a mage, all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, there's people like me. There's a world out there. This is great!
Oh my god.
And so he just goes nuts, and it's so much fun. I love him. But the downside is, he can't control that power, so if someone wants to touch him, they're forced to speak the truth. They can't lie. And the best part is, they don't think about it, so it'd be like, they would go to say something, and then they would blurt out the truth, and then be like, wait, what? And it's the raw truth. It's not like they could. So there's so many moments that I have to write out these long parts of his dialogue when he wants to lie, because he has to pull a Pinocchio. So he'll be like, so he'll tell the truth, but it's in there. like it's so much.
Like a wall of text.
And they're just like, shut up! Just tell us the truth. Well, I did.
It's just in a wall of text.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, I had to do it. And like, the other characters, they fucking hate it. They're like, oh my god, just shut up, just shut up, just shut up.
Hey, Zodiac, remember my character from long ago who just talked in rhyme?
Oh my god.
You had a character that talked in rhyme?
They talked in rhymes and riddles, and everyone hated them.
They got kicked out of their home world
Mm-hmm.
because she was really annoying. And then she joined the rebellion, but even the rebellion's like, we really are only taking you because we have to.
And she's actually really smart, but nobody can tell what she's saying.
That's like him!
Yeah, that's
Oh my god,
right.
because like, he's actually really, it's funny too, because like, since I had him have ADHD, he's really, really smart when it's something that interests him. So he sucks at being a mage, because he doesn't want to read the ancient books.
Do you want to see the character I'm
Please,
talking
please,
about?
yes. Yes, let me see.
So, I'm going to show you just the little things first, and then I'll build up.
I like your little kitty boop thing, by the way.
Thank you.
I like that. I don't know what it is, but I like it. It's so tiny and small.
She's really small. She's smaller than the leader, which says a lot.
So that's just the head. And then I randomly just drew this really quickly. I wanted it to look like she could have drawn it.
Oh, like she drew herself?
Yeah, drew herself. So, this is kind of her how she first looked. It wasn't great. But...
It did.
Cute.
It's beautiful! I love it. Here, let me find mine. Because he doesn't have... Okay, so... He's got birth in hips, because I did this really fast, so just ignore that. Other than that, this is pretty much him. Where is he? Wrong folder. Oh, no, not my story notes. God damn it. I will find you. There you are.
So the one I just sent was her first little drawing thing I did.
Oh my god, I love him.
He's a good boy.
I love this. I love this drawing. There's a funny thing. So he's a great, like, I think he's the one I told you about who had this, like, ancient, beautiful thing and he just destroyed it and threw it in his sword hilt. It's that guy. They're like, okay, this is something that's been passed down from generation to generation. He just fucking slams it on the floor. You're like, what the fuck? It's like, well, yeah, now I can put it in my sword's hilt. You did what?
I love him.
So,
well, there's also a great. Just real quick, because this is one scene I love, and I've tried drawing it, and I can't get it right. Just real quick, I'm sorry, because he's really good with a sword, but he has to use his magic to do it. So he'll like get a sword and be like, oh, it's too heavy. So I always picture him like taking it and like fucking jumping on it to break the sword part off. to make the light sword, and they're like, why? He's like, oh, it was too heavy, and they're like, what do you mean? He's like, he's like, oh well, I'm light, and they're like, I fucking hate you. I hate puns, but he is my pun baby.
So this is her new.
Let me see. She's so cute though. I love her.
She talks in rhymes and riddles. She's very short. She is like aquamarine.
Wait, is she a gem character?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't get that. I thought this was like a spaceship thing for like your other story. I didn't know she was a gem. She's so cute. I like her eyes. Oh wait, is that her gem?
Yeah, that's her gem.
She's so cute.
Her other eye is like a light blue.
She's shorter than the leader, and that's thing. That's
Her
really
her height is ruby height.
You know what's great is the proportions are perfect. That this is a perfect mirror on this doodle.
I know, I love it. I do love it.
Do you want to know what her weapon is?
Please.
Have you played Skyrim?
On my page.
Oh, I love Skyrim. When I finish it, you can put it on your page.
Did you hear of the Wabberjack?
Oh no.
Her
Oh no!
literally a Wabberjack that looks like a toy light-up one.
Yes!
And it just spawns random shit.
I support this theory. I love this.
In her bio, I wrote, she is a cute little gem when she first came out, but after that it was downhill. When she talked to other gems, she would only speak in rhyme. When she would summon her weapon, she just made really weird things pop up. First time she used her weapon, it turned a statue into a chicken. What's the chicken? It finally got into the point where if Lavender Diamond didn't kick her out, the other gems would have shattered her.
Oh, it's okay, Mako Wind. I'll check it after the stream. I'm still sick. I technically... I was supposed to work on commissions today, and I started, but the problem is, when I'm sick, I don't feel like I do my best work, and since I want to make my clients happy, I tend to let them know, I'm like, hey, I'm sick, I can't do... Like, I'm actually really proud of this doodle, but this took me, what, like 3 hours of doodling to get to this point?
I was gonna say, like, you're making me pretty happy right now.
This just happened. I wasn't even planning on this. It just popped in my head, and I'm like, I need this.
I want to put this on my page. So it's like,
you can put it on your page.
when people just click on my page, it's the second thing you see. Art by Twisted Design. I love it. Oh, goodness.
Is the hand in front of her body smaller? What do you mean? Oh, it is. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. I didn't notice.
What are we looking at?
No, her hand, the hand that I'm really proud of, it's smaller than the other one, so I gotta make it bigger.
I thought it was perspective.
That tends to happen sometimes, though. She's a meaty woman. She needs meaty hands.
Meat hands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see it's.
Yeah. Yeah, she's basically, because for one thing, I wanted to make her buff because it would be the most hilarious contrast ever. And then I was thinking, like, I was just, I don't want to go, like, the buff idiot route, because that's a very common trope, but I'm like, I'm going the buff idiot route.
Oh, jeez.
And it works perfectly.
Does she have a giant axe or no, she needs a warhammer.
She has a warhammer.
I was gonna say, good, because warhammers don't get enough love.
Yeah, she's got a big warhammer.
I guess I'll fucking...
She's the kind of character that's like...
What do you mean violence didn't work?
Exactly. She's the kind of character that's like, we need to talk with, like, we need to have some negotiations or we could start a war. I say we just punch it. I'm giving
her cheekbones. I hope that's okay.
That's cool.
Because it looks like she got nice cheekies.
Yeah, she technically has them. They're just subtle. I don't know.
I'm gonna try to draw in my sketchbook.
Do it.
I just need something to draw. Let me go to my to-do list.
But I just, I love my son. It's so funny. That character's a really fucking important character too. He's actually, technically when he shows up, because he doesn't show up in the first book because he's not actually born yet. When he shows up in the second book, he's actually a really, really fucking important character. And I'm like, you know what, not a lot of people know about you. Maybe I should just keep you in the closet, but I love you too much.
You love him.
You're my beautiful little asshole.
Me. Yeah, there's like a part or whatever, whenever like they're gonna go on a mission or whatever, and she's just like, yes, I get to just ship. They're like, no, we actually really can't risk you going on a rampage right now.
And so you're just gonna chill.
So they make her play lookout, and she just pouts the whole time, looking really upset.
Oh my god. Okay, this is They try to, that happens at one point where, like, they try to put him as lookout, because, like, okay, you suck at magic, you can be a lookout, so since he can't lie, he can't, like, and this is before they kind of realize he can't turn it off, so he just screams, the so-and-so are coming, and they're just like, oh my god. This is great, just thanks, Tibble, it is great. I love it, too, because he's Italian, so he has an Italian accent, or, well, my world's version of Italian. So they're like, oh, so you're cultured. And he's like, I lived on an island with dragons and my mom. I can stab things. I can stab things very well. But give me a book and I get bored and I fall asleep.
Him and Bornite would get along if he could get past riddles and rhymes.
You know, he probably would. Or he would just be, like I said, he would just tap her and be like, okay, there you go. Now you can speak like a person. He's a good guy. Like, he doesn't mean to be an asshole. He just doesn't know how to people.
He's doing his best.
Yeah. Like I said, he does get better. That's character development. He gets better.
Same with Bornite. Zodiac, do you remember the plot we were gonna have for Bornite?
Yeah.
I'm giving her an eye twitch. Her one eye's twitching, like,
Good.
This is again.
Bornite was gonna have, like, a whole good, like, story.
Oh my god. That entire group of rebellion was the best.
Basically, the rebellion was gonna go invade the court that they were in.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the meme was that when they do that, they wear ninja costumes with name tags.
Okay.
That was just
like,
a joke, though, I think.
I know, it was just a joke. But I like picturing it, okay?
But, like, the whole squad was gonna go in, and I think the plot was that the leader, Heliodor, would get caught.
Meme Satan?
Yeah, Meme Satan.
I don't know who these characters are, so I'm just enjoying the ride, yeah?
Yeah.
So, and all the others, like the other leaders, I think. Maybe one leader didn't get caught. But the plan was Bornite was gonna get a bunch of people together and save Heliodor.
Heliodor was great. Heliodor was my character.
Mm-hmm.
Was the leader. My character. She was the leader of the rebellion, and she started out as such a legit, normal, serious, contrasting foil character to Lavender Diamond, and then she just became literal meme Satan.
Do you want to see the first quest in that court?
Yes. Show it.
I was still sad because I really wanted to join that court, but I couldn't find all the stupid passwords, and so I gave up.
Well, now we've gone away with that rule, so.
Oh.
Well, where else? Yeah.
Because I didn't want to be like, oh, I can't find it. I guess I don't want it not hard enough. I'll just be okay.
Their first quest is great.
Bigger thumb.
I think you might have seen Heliodor. If you just looked at...
And Naomi, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, her! Yeah, I've seen her.
Yeah. With her impossible hair. What did I do with the hair? Like, she was gonna be such a legit character, and then I was just like...
Then you were just like, you know what? Nah.
Well, it's just like, it wasn't even intentional. It was just one joke led to another. It's the same thing that happened with my Diamond character, Magenta Diamond.
If only Michi knew how fast I climbed the ladder in Lavender Diamond.
I think we told her.
Yeah, you guys told me. You just kind of showed up one day.
It was funny.
It was great.
I didn't just show up one day. It actually took like 2 days.
Oh.
I showed up. I made my characters, my two little main characters, and then I told Quan, I'm like, hey, I can say no to people, and then bam.
Yeah, I don't know why a lot of my characters, especially fan characters, become absolutely the opposite of what they're supposed to be.
I think that's because that's what happens. They're supposed to be fun.
Hey, Zodiac, what about Clay?
Oh no.
What happened to Clay, Zodiac?
No, that's the same thing that happened with Magenta Diamond. She was originally actual serious, like, legit, noble, like, honorable, almost respectable character, and she became an egotistical, narcissistic queen.
That's beautiful.
What
She's
was
great.
Clay supposed to be before we memed
Clay
it
was
up?
just a normal, botanist-themed child, who's now just the only way I can describe him is Clay.
Clay doesn't even know what the fuck he is.
Clay. That's all I can do.
If you look on the DeviantArt we made for that story, Clay is just, this is me. I am Clay.
Yeah, he's the one who introduces people.
Okay, then.
He introduces all the people in the story, and for him, he's just, this is me. I am Clay.
Just kind of, it's like
Everyone likes this. They're like, Clay is Clay.
You
Clay
can't
is
even
Clay.
like describe him. You just kind of have to experience him.
It's a K, not a C, guys. It's
K.
KLAC.
Yeah,
Just telling you.
and like whenever we do draw the squad memes, if there is a character in the meme with a straight face, that's Clay.
Oh, I just noticed her whites aren't white.
Oh, technically they're supposed to be white. That's just how I do.
Oh, okay.
I don't use straight whites for whites. So you can do straight white if you want.
Oh, okay.
I'm just weird.
It's fine.
And I just like it more because it makes it easier to do shines, and then it also looks more aesthetically pleasing to me.
No, that makes sense. Pupils or no pupils? Well, actually, wait, what am I doing? The eyes are going to be too small anyway, because it's a meme, so...
Yeah. Whatever works.
I don't know why this is so funny.
I love it. This is my favorite.
And then I'm gonna draw her being serious later, but this is what I needed when I'm this is what I need when I'm sick. Stupid things like this.
This is what I need when it's late at night.
It's not late for me. I woke up a few hours ago, remember? I'm doomed.
I love her.
Oh, stupid nose. Well, she's also got big meaty brows too. I like me those meat brows.
Same, man.
New profile picture.
I think they're referring to the actual new picture we have.
Oh, did you make a new picture?
Oh, it's actually, a fan made it. It was for an art project, apparently.
Oh, that's cool. Where is it? Let me see.
So,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and so I looked at it and I was like, I want to kind of change my picture. So I was like, yo, can I actually use this? And they're like, oh yeah. Go for it. So
Awesome.
Now it's my picture.
Okay, let's see. I have to look at all her skurs.
Oh, we're skers.
Skurs. Oh, she got...
Everyone apparently on Instagram, everyone, when I uploaded a sketch of her, everyone just thought she was female Shiro.
Oh yeah, didn't you tell me that? They're like, oh yeah, why did you draw a femme Shiro? It's like, it's not what she is.
Like, why? They're not this. They're nowhere near the same. Shiro's like responsible space dad. She's just, I'm a wreck it.
Hey, you better be careful. You better be careful saying that.
What?
People take dirty things.
Oh, I was quoting a movie.
I know you were, but people are assholes. Like, I had someone note me the other day, and I was so disturbed. I couldn't even respond. I had to delete it.
What did you say?
Someone gave me a note the other day asking a question about Tetsu, and I was so disturbed I couldn't even respond. I just deleted it.
Oh no.
They were like, so she has that snake familiar, and I was reading it, and I'm like, yeah, so, and they're like, does she ever? I'm like, nope, 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 I'm done, no, don't.
Oh God.
It's even, I know people don't know that, but it's even worse for me, because it's like, he's like a father figure to her, so I'm like, no. People, why? I mean, I have a dirty mind, but he's a fucking snake. So if whoever it is in the chat, I'm sorry I didn't read your comment, or reply, because I died a little inside. But the answer is no. This is so relaxing. I don't know why this was so much fun to do right now.
This is so much fun to watch. I still love it. This is her first fan art.
I guess I'll die.
Yes, I'll die.
But I'm saying, when she shows up in the comic, now you have to do it at one point. I don't know when, but you have to find a way to just slip it in there. Do her hands have any scars or no? Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I say about my own character. I love it. Just imagine the caption is like, when you can't solve your problem by destroying.
I know, right? What do you mean violence isn't the answer? I guess I'll die.
Guess I'll die.
Oh my god, all I could think of is that stupid, there was an old lady who swallowed a fly.
Guess I'll die.
I don't know why she swallowed a fly. I guess I'll die. I don't know. Are they old? Technically?
Not really, actually.
Okay. Do the same rules apply for their opposites that apply for them?
Not really, I think, from what I had.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, wait. I think so.
Okay.
They're slightly different.
I'm trying to ask without it being spoilery, because I want to know. Fuck, I forgot her fluffy gloves! Oh, well, she doesn't have her gloves on right now.
We'll just pretend, it's fine. Technically, to be as vague as possible.
Yeah, I know, I'm trying to be vague, but I want an answer.
Yeah, it's fine, I got this. I'm good at dodging things. Anyway,
I think I'm done and I don't want to be done.
Technically how theirs work, because I've changed it up a little bit, I think, since I talked about it with you, I think. Possibly, maybe not. Oh no, Sam's internet went out.
Oh no, Sam, no!
Oh no. But she, basically, like, with the original people, it's like, there's a thing where it's like, if the ones before them die 100 years later, there's new ones.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah, but, like, with them, theirs is slightly different, because if the ones before them will exist until the original group dies off. Once they die off, the group basically becomes mortals again.
Oh, okay.
But then whenever the new group shows up 100 later, then whatever happens, whatever prophecy magic shit happens, and now these guys are immortal until the new ones are defeated.
Okay, I get you.
It's kind of to be as vague as possible.
No, I get you.
But they just haven't been around for very long in the story. Like the other ones, they've been around for quite a few years. These ones are kind of recent. Like,
yeah. See, Miss Wissy knows the old nursery rhyme that I was talking about.
She'll die. I love it. Old nursery rhymes, man. I love her.
This
is just great.
This is beautiful. It's beautiful. Best picture I've ever drawn.
This is like, not only is this her first fan art, but it's the second fan art. Well, actually, it's technically the third, I guess.
I know, because didn't you say that someone else gave you a fan art that was a meme? Someone
gave me a fan comic, which was great.
Oh, they gave you. Oh, right. I saw it.
Yeah, I love it. And then this is technically the first fan art for her group. Technically,
well,
she beat everyone else to it.
Well, aren't I special?
It's great.
Dance.
I love it. It's still lagging behind, so I just saw the dance. It's like that movie. Oh, I love it. She just looks so perfect. Like,
I know, it's beautiful.
So in character.
It's so beautiful. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I had fun. We can still talk for a bit, but I do have to take the trash out and junk, but...
Well, I might have to sleep.
Oh, right. Oh, it's a school night! Shit! I forgot. Sorry. Okay, well, I had fun, guys.
This is fun. I didn't want to say,
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna end it right now. Hold on. So bye, guys. I had fun. Thanks for all the well wishes. Hopefully I get better soon. Love you all. Smooches. Bye.